Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Happy Friday, everyone. Today we got a great video on Castor Maritime, ticker symbol CTRM. Now, a lot of people may be done with Castor Maritime. A lot of people may have exited their position due to the reverse stock split, but many people have stayed in, and yesterday was a great day for all of us. So yesterday, Castor Maritime announced their earnings for the Q1 2021. All right, guys, so we finally have their earnings report. We're going to go over all of this right into detail, discussing everything, but it was a great day. It's very positive news. So let's get right into the video. But first, guys, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on those post notifications. And of course, guys, if you love free money, you want some free stocks, or maybe you're just looking for another broker, sign up to Webull with the link in the description, and you're going to get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. Now, if you just open an account, you're going to automatically get 1 stock worth up to $300. Then if you feel you like the platform, you want to start using Webull, deposit $100 to fund your account, and then they're going to give you another stock, so a second stock valued up to $2,000. Okay, so let's get right back into the video. So today we closed the day at $3.19, down almost 10% on the day, about 9.63%. Shares fluctuated between $3.17 to a high of $3.65, with volume coming in at a little over 11 million, which is quite lower than that average that we're seeing here on the screen of 92 million. Market cap still about $286 million. So we gapped up in the morning because from a previous close yesterday on Thursday, June 3rd, we ended the day at 358, so we quickly started the day on that gap up at that 365 level, but then quickly slowly came down throughout the day and coming on that close on that lower end of that $3.19. Now, yesterday was a refreshing day because we've seen nothing but constant red for Castor Maritime over the last few weeks, few months. So seeing it have a nice green day, a nice pop yesterday, I believe we were up approximately 13% on the day yesterday due to the financials, which we're going to get into in just a moment. Okay, guys, now we're going to go through the press release for their earnings and get all the details. Okay, so here we go. So Castor Maritime Incorporated reports a 1.1 million net profit for the 3 months ended March 31st, 2021. So right there, guys, fantastic. Right in those headlines. You read those headlines and you're already getting excited, right? 1.1 million net profit. Okay, so let's go through these highlights for the first quarter ended March 31st, 2021. So revenues net 7 million for the 3 months ended March 31st, 2021, as compared to 2.7 million for the 3 months ended March 31st, 2020, or 159% increase. So look at that, guys. Last year, this time, the first quarter results were only 2.7 million in revenue. Now we're looking at $7 million in revenue. So 159%, it's about, so a little less than triple, about 2.5 the revenue from the previous year. So very amazing, very great news for Castor Maritime. Really happy to see this. I think we've all been waiting for some green, some very positive news for Castor Maritime. Okay, so let's continue here. So their net income of 1.1 million for the 3 months ending March 31st, 2021, as compared to a net loss of 0.3 million for the 3 years ended last year at this time, March 31st, 2020. So that's a 467% increase. So guys, let's take a look at that. Last year, their earnings, they were in a loss of $300,000, and now we're in a profit of 1.1 million. Guys, this is really exciting to hear. All that vessel acquisitions are paying off now. I know we had some share offerings, some dilution, but as you can see, them being able to get that money, purchase all those vessels is really paying off. Literally paying off right here, guys. You can see the results are super positive. Right, on to the next point. So 0.2, so 2 cents earnings per share for the 3 months ending this year, March 31st, 2021, as compared to last year, March 31st, 2020, when there was a loss of 68 cents per share, which of course, guys, is a 103% increase. So right now, we have 3 points that we've been over for their revenue, for their earnings, and they're all positive. So huge increase from last year in 2020. Now, obviously 2020 was not the best year for many people, many businesses in general, due to the pandemic, right? So many people in general, not just businesses, were affected by this. And every business literally under the sun was affected, except for maybe Costco, Amazon, grocery stores, etc. So to hear this, I'm very impressed. Okay, going on to the next point. So for the EBITDA, which is the earnings before interest, taxes, and amortization, it was $2.6 million for the 3 months ended this year, March 31st. 2021 compared to $0.9 million for the 3 months ended last year at the same time, March 31st, 2020. So $2.6 million this year, last year $900,000, which is a 189% increase. So still, guys, nothing but positive news. Okay, continuing with the press release. Cash and restricted cash of $64.2 million as of the end of March 31st, 2021, as compared to $9.4 million as of December 31st, 2020, which is a 583% increase. Right on to the next point. So since the beginning of this year, 2021, Castor announced the acquisition of 20 vessels across the dry bulk and tanker segment, consisting of 1 Capesize, 7 Kamsarmax, 4 Panamax dry bulk carriers, 1 Aframax, 5 Aframax LR2 tankers, and 2 MR1 tankers. As of June 2nd, this year 2021, we have taken successful delivery of 14 vessels and are expecting the 6 remaining acquisitions to conclude by the 4th quarter of this year, subject to customary closing conditions. So I believe we're still going to have more vessel acquisitions announced this year, possibly getting us up to 30 or 40. And of course, this, which is very recent, affected a 1-for-10 reverse stock split for the company's common shares, which occurred on May 28th, 2021. So guys, all in all, very, very fantastic news to hear. So let's continue on. So Petros, the CEO of Castor Maritime, had this to say: the first 5 months of 2021 was a transformational period for our company, as we were able to raise $252.5 million of equity and $33.3 million of debt and grow our fleet from 6 vessels at the end of 2020 to 26 on a fully delivered basis, and once we complete all of our announced acquisitions. On a fully delivered basis, our fleet will consist of 18 dry bulk carriers and 8 tankers, allowing us to benefit from the ongoing strong demand for dry bulk transportation services, as evidenced by the recent charter fixtures of a number of our dry cargo vessels, as well as from a potential future recovery in the tanker market. Alright guys, I'm getting more excited about Castor Maritime now. I gotta be honest, when we heard the reverse stock split last week or so, I was a little upset. I was kind of thinking that it may be time to exit the position. However, you know, sometimes you just gotta rest. You gotta think about it overnight. Just wait. The market wasn't doing so well as well. Now, as you can see, great earnings, great report, nothing but positive, right? There wasn't one negative, one loss in that report. So now, you know what? Actions speak louder than words. Now we can see Castor Maritime is actually doing something very, very well. They know what they're doing. Things are looking very great. It's only a matter of time before we see more vessel acquisitions. And we'll see what happens on the next quarter results for their earnings. So now let's take a look at the Baltic Exchange Dry Index to see where exactly it's sitting, to see how it could be affecting Castor Maritime. So here we are. The Baltic Dry Exchange fell for the 8th straight session to 2,438 on Friday, a new low since April 19th, so a little over a month, amid concerns over demand, price controls of key commodities, and delays at, I believe it's Shenzhen's port of Yashin after a pandemic outbreak earlier, close part of the facility. So as you can see, we are in a downtrend right now with the Baltic Exchange Dry Index. However, when you look at the chart, you can see that we're still up, like we're still in a positive area. As you can see, around May 12th or so, we were still at that really all-time high there, that really nice high of 32.12. So really fantastic to see. Obviously, this is something that's going to go up and down, just like the stock market, just like the crypto market. We can't always be going up, up, up. As you can see, there's a bit of pullback due to this outbreak. Once this is clear, we're going to probably go back on that bull run and continue going up. But from our past experience, we know that the BDI doesn't necessarily affect Castor Maritime. When it's up and we're in the green, things are looking good for Castor Maritime, but just because it's going down a little doesn't necessarily mean that Castor Maritime is going to follow suit. However, today we are, but that is mainly due to the huge run-up we had yesterday after their earnings were announced. Castor Maritime is a stock that's known, it's a company known to not make huge, massive runs, right? They don't do runs for 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row. They do 1 or 2 green days, then they pull back a little, and then they consolidate, and then they have another green day, and so forth, right? They're not like these cryptos or some of these other companies where they just keep going up. And I always say this, and this is because the dry bulk shipping industry is not glamorous, it's not exciting, you know, there's not this new revolution of technology changing all the time, and Castor being a very small company, so you can't expect it's going to go 100% or so. Now, regarding price and price prediction, it's a little difficult to tell just because of the reverse stock split. As we see today, we are trading at $3.19. So before the split, the 1 to 10, we would be about 31 cents, 32 cent range. So still a far cry from where we were in early February at that all-time high of $1.95. Now, the reason that providing a price prediction gets a little more difficult now is because we're trading at that 1 to 10 reverse stock split level at $3.19. So before, I was very bullish, thinking we would definitely get to that $2 level, which is basically right where we were early February when we hit that all-time high of $1.95. But now for it to be $2 from my old analysis, Castor Maritime would have to reach $20 in share price due to that 1 to 10 reverse split. So thinking that Castor Maritime is going to hit $20 is a very far reach, even for 1-2 years out. With yesterday on Thursday being up over 13%, now today we're down over 9%. So it seems that we gave most of it back, maybe about 3.5-4% difference. However, now we are in the red. After hours though, we are peaking up a bit, about 1.5%, hitting that 324, so up on about 5 cents increase. However, this will change Monday morning once we get back into the market. So guys, let me know, how do you feel about Castor Maritime now that they presented and put out all this positive revenue, profiting, earnings for Q1 2021. Are you guys going to hold on to your positions? I remember in my last video, quite a few comments were people asking me, should we dump this garbage? Should I get out? Should I take the loss? A lot of people saying they were down quite a bit, so they were just going to hold on and try to get into the green. That's what happens all the time, right? You're in a losing position and you don't know whether you should get out and put your money into something else, or if you just hold on a little longer until you're in the green and then reassess, right? Once you're profiting, do you reassess and say, maybe I'll just stick with it a little bit? Or do you say, you know what, I've waited this long, I'm just going to sell? So let me know in the comments, guys, what do you plan to do with your shares of Castor Maritime? Right now, I'm still saying I'm technically bullish right now because of all this recent information, this recent news, and I'm waiting to hear what happens for Q2 of 2021. Because as we move forward, we should be getting out of this virus and getting back to the normal, and hopefully at that point, the BDI will start increasing once again. Now, just taking a quick look at this article here from the Motley Fool, why Castor Maritime stock dropped again on Friday. So basically this article just goes into detail talking about the BDI, how the BDI being at a low, which we spoke about earlier. So guys, that's pretty much all there is to it for Castor Maritime. This BDI is kind of dragging us down. So hopefully we get some nice news next week or the next upcoming weeks regarding new vessel acquisitions and possibly some of those deliveries that we are expecting. Alright guys, there you have it, the latest and the greatest updates for Castor Maritime, ticker symbol CTRM. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys got value out of this video. Just remember, this isn't financial advice. This is strictly for entertainment. I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me, subscribing, liking, commenting, and turning on those post notifications. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And guys, just as a reminder, if you like free money, you want those free stocks, or you're just looking for another broker, sign up for Webull with my link in the description below. And just by opening the account, you're going to get a free stock worth up to $300. And then if you decide to fund it by adding that $100 to the account, they're going to give you a second free stock worth up to $2,000. So guys, you can either get one stock for $300 or you can get two for up to $2,300. It's a no-brainer in my book. It's a fantastic platform. I use it. I have their app on my phone, on my Android. It's phenomenal, guys. Guys, it's Friday. We got a gorgeous weekend on the horizon. Enjoy your weekend. Spend time with your family, your loved ones, your friends. Get out there. Have a great time. Once again, guys, thanks again. And as always, happy trading, happy investing, and I'll see you all in the next video.